Hey, what's going on, everybody? RTR Bama Fan 103 coming to you from the great state of Alabama. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Sorry I've been out of the loop for the last couple of weeks. I've been really busy with work and some other things just going on in my life and everything, and that's why I haven't really been able to get up here and make any videos. So I want to start today by kind of going over just what's been going on the last couple of weeks in Alabama football. I'm going to talk about the Ole Miss game, and that's going to be pretty much it. I know next week I'm going to try to make a video, even though it is going to be an off week for Alabama and everything. I will try to make a video next week just because I know I got some time off of work and things of that nature. So let's go ahead and get started here. The last video I made was when Alabama played Michigan. And what else can you say? I know it was a long time ago. Alabama did a fantastic job against Michigan. It was awesome. They played lights out. Great ball game. Shut down Denard Robinson. You know, I was really concerned about him a lot in that game. But, you know, really and truthfully, Alabama did a fantastic job. And they really, that's probably the best, in my opinion, and everybody's got an opinion. In my opinion, that's probably the best first game against somebody like a Michigan that Alabama's played in a long time. A long time. But anyway, they did a great job, got the win, and I was extremely proud. Second week, played Western Kentucky. Now, most people discarded Western Kentucky, and to a degree I did as well. But this team they're good. They're pretty good, you know, considering they're in the Sun Belt Conference and everything. But Alabama ends up shutting them out 35-0. It was, you know, I hated in that game that Justin Fowler got put out for the rest of the season. I really like this guy. He is just a bulldozer. And hopefully he'll be back next season to continue what he's been doing the last two seasons. I hate that he got hurt, but hope for a speedy recovery for him. And then moving on to, you know, week 3, we play the Arkansas Razorbacks. I did not see that coming. 52-0. Wow. You know, honestly, Arkansas that was the biggest shocker to me. Honestly, I was going to make a video that week. I just didn't have enough time to do it. And my prediction was going to be Alabama 42 and Arkansas 17. But golly, wow, what a performance by the Alabama Crimson Tide. Great game. And moving on to last week, Florida Atlantic, I was able to go to that game. I got 4 free tickets to it, and me and my wife and two of our friends went to it and everything. It was a great game. Alabama, honestly, they looked a little sloppy to me. But, I mean, you know, it's hard to get up against a team like Florida Atlantic. I think Alabama knew that they were going to be able to win that game and everything. But anyway, Alabama gets the win. Hate that they scored. It would have been nice to have another shutout. But it is what it is. So I guess you just, you know, as an Alabama fan, hey, I take it. It's a W. I will take it all day long. So now that I've completely caught up, I just want to touch on some things, just football-wise, before I go into this Ole Miss game, because there's really not a whole lot to say about it. But just real quick, college football as a whole right now, SEC-wise, I'm just going to say, you know, a lot of teams have been surprising to me. A lot of teams have just been kind of disappointments to me. Tennessee, you know, when I watched Tennessee play Florida, honestly, in that game, I thought Tennessee was going to beat Florida, and I picked Tennessee to beat Florida. But you know, for whatever reason, Florida has just progressively gotten better as the seasons went along. And if you're a Florida fan, that's great. If you're not, then it's freaking terrible. But honestly, you know, this Driscoll kid at quarterback, he's actually done pretty well. I didn't expect them to beat Texas A&M, and I definitely didn't expect them to beat Tennessee, but Florida has done quite well. I give them props. Tennessee, you know, I'm not trying to give Tennessee any kind of credit, don't get me wrong here, but they've got a good team, and obviously I like Derek Dooley. I don't like Tennessee, but I like Derek Dooley. And they're actually coaching-wise, they got a great coach. I would hate to see them fire Derek Dooley at the end of the season. It may happen. It may not happen. I'm not sure. But Tennessee they look better. I'll say that. They look better. And that's why I thought they were going to beat Georgia, not Georgia, Florida. As far as the Georgia game, though, since I said Georgia, Tennessee and Georgia, I don't know who's going to win that game. Georgia looks good, but I don't know. I can't make up my mind about how, I like Aaron Murray as the quarterback. They got a pretty good running back stable going on, and their defense is not bad. They're not terrible, but I just don't know. I usually don't do these pick 'em things on my video, but it's going to be a great game. That's probably, other than the Alabama game, of course, that's probably the game I'm going to watch really, really closely this Saturday. I think it's going to be a good game. The rest of the SEC, Texas A&M and Missouri, hey, they got what they got. You join the SEC, you better get ready to play football. These guys have not been ready to play football. So, and everybody else, Auburn, poor Auburn, which, of course, I'm glad. I hate Auburn more than any of the rest of the teams out there. But Auburn really, I thought they were going to get blowed out by LSU, honestly, but they didn't. They didn't. They played a good game against LSU, and I don't know if that's just because LSU is not as good as people are making them out to be, or if Auburn just played outside their mind and just couldn't get it done. I don't know. LSU is still one of the top-tier teams in the nation. I think that they're going to struggle because of the Zach Mettenberger guy. He's not that great of a quarterback. But anyway, SEC football is looking good. The lower-tier teams, they're the lower-tier teams. And they're all, that's what they're going to be. That's what they've always been. So that's all that needs to be said. Anyway, last thing I want to talk about is Alabama versus Ole Miss. Alabama is going to beat the crap out of Ole Miss. It's going to happen. Those guys have to come to Tuscaloosa this Saturday. Yes, it's going to be a late game. I hate that it's coming on at 8:15 Central Time, 9:15 Eastern Time, whatever, because I probably won't end up going to bed till 12 o'clock, and I've got to work that day. So I hate that it's coming on that late, but Alabama's they're going to beat Ole Miss. Period. End of the story. Ole Miss got destroyed by Texas. I mean, they kind of made the SEC look bad. They really did. But it is what it is. It's Ole Miss, and they have done well in the other games that they played. But granted, they haven't played anybody other than Texas. Now they get to come to Bryant Denny and see what some football is all about, baby. But I'm just gonna say, as far as Alabama goes, if AJ can continue to consistently make good passes, good decisions, if Eddie Lacy can make some good runs, TJ Yeldon, D. Hart, and the young guy Drake, who I really, really, really like. I like Yeldon and Drake. These kids they're awesome. I like them a lot. If they can continue to make strides, and these receivers like Kenny Bell and Amari Cooper and Kevin Norwood and Michael Williams and all these guys, and the offensive line can block, we're going to do fine on offense. Defensively, I think Nico Johnson and C.J. Mosley and Vinny Cincinnati and Robert Lester, Jesse Williams, I mean, these guys are going to get it done defensively this Saturday, and I cannot wait to watch it. My prediction is going to be Alabama 42, Ole Miss 21. I'll spot them 21 points. I think they probably will score some, and I may be giving them way too much credit, but I do think they will score some. But anyway, guys, I'm out of time. I got to get out of here. I know this has been kind of a long-winded video, but I just wanted to talk about a couple of things and everything. It's good to be back. Hope everybody's doing well out there in the TTC. Shout outs to the entire Alabama nation. You guys know who you are. And I guess all I got to say in closing It's Go Bama, Roll Tide Roll. Peace out, guys. I'll catch you guys hopefully next week. If I don't catch you next week, I will most certainly be back on the week after. But anyway, take care, guys. Peace out and Roll Tide.